going on. So this video is going to be about Oklahoma and the stupidity of these people who refuse to wear a mask or to adhere to rules. So read in Oklahoma that the restaurants and places were said to wear masks, um, adhere to stuff, and uh, the people. Some have been threatened with their lives, and now Oklahoma's being all punkish, and now they're saying don't have to wear no mask. Make up your mind. Are you going to enforce rules or not? See, again, the privilege and to do what you want, and then when you enforce a rule, you got to stand by it. If people violate the rules, they got to be held accountable for it. So you can't have it both ways to say this is what you got to do to get this establishment, and then turn around because people threaten you and they get all high and mighty and bully you. It's not making Oklahoma look good, and it's making the people disrespectful, unruly, and they want to be bullied and push their way through. I'm not shocked or surprised because again, Trump and Pence are not good role models for nothing. And when people who are supposedly in position don't enforce real rules, they're allowing anarchy and a lot of stuff to go on. So to hear about people that are just working or trying to get through the day, and they're having to follow rules, and these other ignorant turkeys want to come around and try to bully them and say, I'm not going to do this, and threaten them with guns and what have you, and the police and people ain't doing nothing, it contradicts everything. So what kind of world are you going to live in? What kind of situation are you in if you're going to allow that to happen? You're allowing that to manifest. That's a very sad situation. It's tyrant behavior. And who is running the asylum? It's a very troubling situation here about what's happening in Oklahoma. It's going to happen everywhere because people don't want to comply with the rules. You know, People act like they too busy when they texting and mind their business, but now because they want to wear masks going to places, they don't want to comply with the rules and regulations. Well, make up your mind. But see, this is just like I said, privilege, and white privilege is being enforced. And I'm not gonna do that. I refuse to. Well, then you can't come to the style of business. You can't adhere to the social distance guidelines, and you can't. Your money's not wanted. That's what needs to be said because it has to come a balance where you take heed to what's going on, or you just can't come in. So that's my thoughts and takes about the wackiness. And I'm not surprised about Oklahoma because most of them southern places is backwards and hate, and they think they still stuck in the Civil War, and they still stuck with a Confederate flag, and they still stuck in a time period which they haven't gotten over. And someone need to tell them in the modern era, you have to listen. But that's what happens when you think you got privilege and you think that you're entitled. Wonder what that's going on with that. Why you see how the apple don't fall from the tree for what Trump's agenda is to what you see. And he knows where to infuriate because the down and the dirty South is what they're striking up. Anyway, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and the bell rings in the video. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And just because one person acts a fool, don't you act a fool. Stand by what you believe, what you know to be true. Because a lot of people rather be hard-headed until results come back, which they ain't counting them. I'm out.